Oh, right. It's that time, right? Alrighty then. You know who it is. It's Zeus Cruz of Olympia Multimedia giving you another segment of BAM! I don't know if you can see all that. I'm short. But it's Get Things Done. And in this episode, I have to start off by saying I have to put in that quick pitch. I don't know if you seen my previous video that I just put out not too long ago. Yes, yours truly is working on a new book. It's coming out soon. It's entailing everything, all short stories of all genres. I'm really stoked and excited about this because this is definitely outside my realm, as most of you guys know me more for my poetry and essays more so than anything else. So I'm really ecstatic. So I thought it was apropos to put out an episode where we go over some reminders, some basics that you need to keep in mind when it comes to developing your manuscript. These are some things that I had to remind myself as well, because the way I format and structure my writing within this book is obviously tailored and different compared to if I was just writing a compilation of different poems, right? So right here I'm doing short stories. This can also be applied as well if you're writing novels or something a little bit, stories that are a little bit more fleshed out. These are great reminders to keep in mind, just to making sure the quality and the professionalism in your manuscript. So if you notice with the first one, format should be featured in letter or A4 page size. Very important to just try to keep your entire manuscript uniform, and this is the best way to do it. Mind you, I'm going over 5 different things, 5 different reminders. All of these can be configured in your settings depending on what you're using. Microsoft Word, Google Docs, however it is that you're going to go about putting together your manuscript, typing it out. You could just go to your settings and then you can go ahead and do your configurations, as such. Number 2, use 12-point Times New Roman font. That's the preferred font for typing up your manuscript, but you can use any sans serif type that is similar to Times New Roman. It's all about the curvature of the lettering within the font. You don't want it to be a little bit too almost look borderline calligraphy is the font, where it can be unreadable, and the reader's having a hard time just deciphering your words within your story. So that's why it's good to just utilize Times New Roman or any sans serif type that's similar to Times New Roman, and make sure it's 12 point. Number 3, structure should be 1-inch margins and double space. So that's definitely just keeping in line with just making sure your manuscript is uniform all the way through. You don't want your formatting and structures per page to be kind of like off-centered. Again, it's all about keeping things uniform. So having the 1-inch margins and then double space, it just ensures the clarity in which the words are presented within your story. That is, it's easy to decipher, right? Number 4, make sure you got the page numbers. It's always important, especially if you have a table of contents and you're listing the pages on which the story will begin. It's important to have the page numbers coinciding or being laid out through your story or through your manuscript with a header or footer. Now I put optional. You might go look it up online or read somewhere where it's kind of mandatory. You might have seen in books where there's a header and it gives you a reminder of what the story is, or maybe what the chapter that you're currently in, what the title of that is. They might actually put it as a footer at the bottom of the page. I know personally I'm not doing that. To some people, they feel like it's mandatory. Again, it keeps with the whole uniform theme. I'm just stating that it's optional. It definitely makes your book look good if you incorporate that, and then it keeps with the fluency as far as like you know what chapter that you're in. But to me, I feel like it's optional, but it's all up to you as you put your manuscript together. And then last but not least, number 5, each new paragraph should start with an indentation. But there is an exception, being the start of a new chapter. So if you're going to start a new chapter, you're starting that paragraph, don't need it indented. But every paragraph after that, it should have an indentation. And it should be at least 0.5 is the measurement of the indent that you have when you begin a new paragraph. And every paragraph after that. So again, it just shows the professionalism, and it shows your manuscript to be in a uniform fashion, which is very important. Again, that's a big thing, not just for your story to be good, but it needs to be presented in a good way as well, right? So again, these are just reminders that I had to remind myself as I'm putting together this new book that I'm working on. I hope this was beneficial to you. For you guys out there that's presently working on your manuscript, these are just some things to keep in mind. It's important. It's important for your presentation, not just the quality, not just the substance within your stories has to be peak, but the way it's presented has to be on point as well. So I am glad you guys tuned in. Again, look out for my new book coming out soon, Vivid Interpretations. Other than that, I think that's about it. So I'm glad you guys tuned in. And the only thing left to say is get things done. Check you later.